Okay, now for question 3. Nora works in a shop. She's paid $10.50 for each hour she works. She's also paid a bonus of 6% of the value of goods she sells. 1 week, she works for 32 hours and sells goods to the value of 1.350K. Calculate her total earnings for the week. No, heavens. Okay, sorry. So for 3A, this one should be quite simple. Total earnings is equals to the money she get from hours she work plus the bonus that she gets from goods she sold. So for the hours she worked 32 hours times, since she's paid $10.50 per hour plus 6% of the value she sold. So 1350 is the amount of is the total value of the goods she sold. And 0.06% is 0.06, which is equals to 6 over 100. Is also equals to 6%. Okay. So this should give you need to use your calculator, key it in real quick. 1350 0.06 $417. That's her total earnings for the week. Okay. Now for part B. The cash price of a TV is $3,499. Sue buys this TV on hire purchase. She pays a deposit of 1/5 of the cash price, then she makes a 24 monthly payment of $130. Find the total amount that Sue pays for the TV. Total amount paid is equals to deposit plus the monthly payments, which is equals to the deposit is 1/5 the cash price. So the question will give you a cash price of 3,499. You add up your 24 months of monthly payments of 130. You should get 3,815. 3,499 3,430. 3,819.80. This is the total amount that Sue paid, which is so not far, because it's like so much more than 3,499. But anyways, I digress. Sorry. So for 3B part 2, a salesman sells a set of TV speakers to Sue for $342. He makes a loss of 5% on the price he paid for the speakers. Calculate the price the salesman paid for the speakers. Okay, so he made a loss of 5%. So 342. So this means that he made a loss of 5%. So if the cost price is 100%, your cost price is greater than his selling price for the salesperson. Okay, the cost price is greater by 5%. So your 342 is equals to 95% of cost price. Okay. So your price he paid for speakers is equals to 342 divided by 95%. 342 times 95. Divide by 95 over 100. You have 2 divide by 5 over 100. You have $360. So he paid $360 for the speakers. Okay? So for part C, John pays a visit to his brother in the UK. Wow. To pay for the flight, he borrows 1,500 for 3 years at a compound interest of 7.5% per year. Wow. How much interest John will pay on the loan? Okay. So compound interest formula, you should be quite familiar. It's fine. Technical difficulties. Okay. Compound interest. Okay, let me check my handwriting. Should be okay. So compound interest is P1 plus R over 100 over N. Okay, so P is the price, I think. P is this one now, the amount of money that he got. Then N is the number of years. And R is the rates. Okay, the interest rate. So your answer should look like this. So this one is total amount John has to pay equals to 1,500 times 1 plus the rate is 7.5. 1,503. 1 plus 5%, power of 3. We have 1,863.4453. Okay, this is the amount of money that he has to pay. So the question is asking for how much interest will John pay? So interest he pays, you take 1,863.4453 minus 1,500. 363.445. Did the question give okay, round off to the nearest cent? So 363.45. Okay, this is the nearest cent. Now for 3C part 2. John spends 185 euros on his credit card when he's in the UK. That's a lot of money. He pays a credit card fee of 1.5% of this amount. The credit card company uses an exchange rate between Singapore dollars and pounds of 1 Singapore dollars equals to 50 cents in euros. In pounds, sorry, pounds. Pounds and euros are different things, but okay, 52 cents pounds. Calculate the total cost in Singapore dollars that John has to pay the credit card company. Wow, it's not expensive. But anyways, let's find out how much did he actually spend in Singaporean dollars first, okay? So, money he spent in SGD, okay? So we have 185 pounds divided by 0.52. You should get more in SGD since it is worth like £1 is worth more in Singaporean dollars. Okay, so you divide by 0.52. He spent about $355, 7,692 in SGD. That's a lot, guys. Please do not spend so much when you're overseas. It adds up. Okay, then this is the amount of money that he has to pay in SGD. He spent in SGD. Then credit card fee of 1.5%. Credit card. So total. Okay. Sorry. Let me undo. No, wait, correct. Credit card fee. Let's find a credit card fee. Close to 355,176,92 times 1.5 over 100. This one is equals to 5.3365. So what is the total amount of money he has to pay back? To pay back 5.3365 plus 355,176.92. 5.3365 plus 355.76. 361.1057. Did the question say round off to the nearest cent? Yes, it did. So you have 361.11. So this is the amount of money that he has to pay back to the credit card company. Stop. Okay, so that's all we have for question 3.